Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He'll drop to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Lad McConkey. 12 yards on that hookup. And the Chargers have the first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a 2nd and 9. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll look to throw again. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Jared Wiley. Touchdown Chargers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Ready up.
1st and 10. Moore going in motion.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a 1st down to go with it. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game.
70 range. 70 range. Set go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 31 yards. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the... And he will drive his way into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Throwing now from the gun. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a third down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Now it's Johnson. Finding space inside the 40. And he's going to take this all the way to the Bears' 22-yard line. It is a big play on first down. And even 30 yards. Here's a run going left. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
We'll go with a draw play here on 2nd down. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Alert! Alert!
They'll try to run.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yardage. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They're going to motion the tight end over here.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Check go.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Moore going in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. To the goal line and in. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's caught. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now, faking the give. And he'll take it on in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 by 6. Let's go. Go.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
Ready up.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts.
That's as dynamic a run as you're going to see. He gets really good initial blocking at the point of attack. That springs him loose. But then it's just his speed and open field running that does the rest.
Here's a run. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Tight end going in motion here. A play fake. Now Williams. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down. Back in the backfield. In the area of holding. From a little further back. Here's 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Off play action. Here's Williams. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. P.J. Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. But I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Jalen Johnson had the good coverage and is able to knock that one away.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return is Tucker. Yeah. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. He'll get this out to the left flat. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
A run here with Johnson. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Moore going in motion. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Come on, set.
And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set.
Moore going in motion.
Warrior 70. 79 Bronco. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
And he's going to have a Bears first down. We're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come 19. Stephanie. Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19. Hunt.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Go street.
Moore going in motion.
Check out.
Here's a toss as they look to run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. That is caught. And he's in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Set. Ready.
Right back to him on first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Bronco 80. Go. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Throwing is Williams. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, it's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. To the goal line and in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Chicago. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Good running inside the 25. Waterani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
Check. 79 Broncos. Take go.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Shut up. Panther 11. Ready.
A run now on second down. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and long.
Set. Curve 19. Curve 19. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. First and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. That is hot. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, L.A.
Ready, break. Check, stop that. Ready.
The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. Throwing now on first and 10. Going for it all. That is brought in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Here's another shot from the 6 at second and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.